right. Good evening and good morning to all our dear participants. It is a great joy that today we will have the opportunity to hear the precious opinion of our speakers on healing through faith, and also with the important collaboration of our moderator, Mr. S.K. Singh, who knows like no one else how to lead interest subjects. On behalf of BLS, organizers of this event, we would like to thank everyone for participating, and we are confident that we will have a brilliant webinar full of aggregating ideas. Now, I would like to talk a little bit about our moderator, Mr. S.K. Singh. He has many titles. He's a master trainer and in CBSE New Delhi resource person. He is a CBSE national coordinator, All India Edu Leaders. He is the founder of Global Edu Leaders Forum, between many other things that he does in his life. So, Mr. SK, the floor is yours. Thank you very much, and good luck for everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Renata. I think for giving me this opportunity, since I'm meeting to all my friends, mentor and guide, starting from Nirmal Mahana ma'am, Rajesh Rathore sir, and Madam Alka, and of course, Professor Bala and Rania, along with President GEL, Beatrice Lucia, who is taking this initiative on the topic of healing through faith. Healing is not feeling. Healing is a cure within, which is a process towards positivity. Feeling is a temporary aspect, but healing is a permanent and long-term aspect. Through faith, again, faith is a not one day, it is a continuous practice of life. I have faith in God. In number of times I have come across my positive and my negative aspects of life. Global Edu Leader Forum, where we practice this, connecting head to heart, is of course one of example of faith. A lot of things, a lot of knowledge in the books, library, encyclopedia, website. But once we take this knowledge from brain and we experience through heart, that becomes faith. In short, if I can define it, today, we have our eminent speakers, those who are going to talk on this topic from heart. Always, which I have seen Beatrice, Renata, and the team of Brazil, collaboration with Indian educationists, those who have experienced their life. On heartfelt note, it's my gratitude to Nirmal Mahana ma'am. She is a president for GEL India, and as well as she is the one who has been guiding me personally. Rajesh Rathore sir, a good friend of mine, a master of a language, English as well as a Hindi. More than that, super fine human being. Madam Alka, as I have come across about your personality, you are a real healer, I must say. Professor Bala, a very vibrant personality who has always been dedicated towards education. Rania, always available with her smile to spread positivity among the students and educational fraternity. It would be really great if I request my sister and President GEL India, Madam Nirmal Mahana, on the topic healing through faith. Next 5 to 7 minutes is all yours. What is your experience about this topic? Because this topic is connected to each individual on this earth. If you are born, you must have feeling and you have gone through your good time and bad time. So how we can heal people through faith? Over to you and welcome to you, Nirmal Mahana ma'am.
Good evening to everyone, and let me tell you, this topic is very close to my heart because unless you have a faith, unless you have faith in yourself, in your surroundings, in the Almighty, uh, for anything, either if you don't have faith in your doctor, I mean, nobody can heal you. If you do not have faith in God, your mental and spiritual things, you cannot achieve that. So it's very, very important. And there are certain things which are very close to my heart. And as you know, that I have been experiencing certain things personally. You see, what happens is when you are a small child, and you are going through a very bad phase and very bad patch, you have to have that kind of faith in your parents. You have to have that kind of faith in your family, that yes, somebody is going to help you out, and somebody is going to take you out from the problem. And as you keep growing old, the situations sometimes are very, very positive, sometimes they are very negative. And when you are positive, then there is no problem. But when you are facing that hardship in your life, and uh, sometimes you have faith in your friends more than your family, uh, you talk to them. So basically, whatever uh, faith you have on whosoever the faith you have, then only the automatic healing becomes a part of your life. I have been practicing spiritual healing because, as you are aware, that I am the worshipper of Lord Shiva and Kali. So whenever I have any problem, I have to heal myself, whether it's spiritual or mentally I'm disturbed. I just sit and meditate for 10 to 15 minutes, and then I surrender totally myself to that Almighty. But at the same time, surrendering, then explaining your problem, and then having a faith on the other person or on the God, it is very, very important. Because if you keep on sitting, or you keep on chatting, or you keep on discussing, and but you don't have faith at the same time, then nobody can help you. Only help you will get once you have that kind of faith. And let me tell you, and I want to tell my viewers, if you have total faith and you surrender yourself to that Almighty 100%, the decision, whatever decision you take, it's always, always correct. Maybe at the same time, spur of the moment, you think that no, 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 this is not correct for me. But in the longer run, I have realized that you do get what you deserve. So, that kind of faith is very, very important. Healing becomes, you go to a doctor and you don't have faith in that doctor. In your heart's heart, you keep feeling, pata nahi isko aata hai ki nahi, whether this person knows about my disease or not, whether he'll be able to cure me or not. So, your problem becomes worse. So, that is what the faith in everything. I mean, I'm not saying that healing as per se in spiritual or mental or physical. Whatever you do in your life, you must, and you must surrender it to yourself also. Unless you have faith in yourself, nobody can heal you. Once you have that kind of faith in yourself, whether somebody helps you or not, your 100% problems are solved. So that faith in yourself and the faith on a person you are banking on, or a faith on the Almighty, it has to be 100%. In the lurch, you cannot achieve anything. So that's very, very important. And so is the case with our in the teaching faculty. If you have faith in your teachers, if you have faith in your children, your 50% problems are all solved, and everybody is ready to help you out. That is what I have faced in my life, and that is what my
Thank you so
experience
much, Mahana ma'am. I think rightly said. Once you have faith, if you're going to a doctor, once you have faith, you are going to a church, temple, you have faith going to mass for prayer, then you get that return. It has been rightly said, faith is a strong natural belief in any individual or in any values or superpower, which you can feel and which you can realize in momentum of your life. As a second speaker, before I come to you, Dr. Alka, I would love to know your views on this. Once we say healing through faith, I have already reminded and explained this. Healing and feeling are these two things are very different tasks. Feeling is a temporary, okay, you are crying, you have this and things are gone. But the faith which travel from your birth of life till end of life towards God, towards any individual, towards your friends, towards your family. So how we can take it forward in the life as a positive way? Welcome to you, Dr. Alka, and I would love
Thank
to
you.
know your real, you are known for it, healing.
Yes, thank you so much. First of all, um, I love the way you put the difference between healing and feeling. I mean, they're two very powerful words, but yes, feeling is temporary and healing is eternal. So that was very well put. And thank you for that very wonderful way of, sort of packaging the entire little show that we have today. And thank you to our gracious Dr. Beatrice and Dr. Renata. Yes, my lovely friends from Brazil. And yes, as a psychotherapist, because besides being an English expert and a communication coach, I am a psychotherapist. And I work on this principle of, that faith can move mountains. If you have the faith, the word impossible does not exist in your dictionary. I mean, it can nowhere come near you. Yes, life is not easy all the time because life is a roller coaster. So there are ups, there are downs. There would be difficult days. And on those difficult days when you're going through some kind of a problem, some kind of a major hurdle, or somebody has been not so good towards you, because that's the way life is. You meet all sorts of people, you are faced with all sorts of situations. The bottom line is that you must not leave that faith. The faith, as Nirmal ma'am very rightly said, faith in God, faith in the Almighty. So any form of belief that there is a power that governs this entire universe, the Almighty, there's a power. That power is strong. And once you are in the middle of some kind of problems, people giving you advice, there will never be any kind of shortness of, advice coming from people. But that is not the point. It's all about you. It's about God helps those who help themselves. You know, yeah, it's good to hear good, comforting words from people. But at the end of the day, you have to take that action yourself. You need to take action. So even if you know that there is some strong support system, you still cannot just wallow in self-pity, doing nothing, or just, putting it towards fate, or, this is my destiny. You cannot do that. You have to fight with that devil. You have to fight with that devil and rectify whatever it is in your life. And if you have the faith, and if you can unleash the hero from within, then you are unstoppable. You have to be an assertive voice. Difficulties will come. But if I feel that, if you have that faith, you can be unstoppable. And why should I give any kind of a story example? I'll just tell you about my own life, something that has happened to me, and I could have just let myself go. But, there were moments when I felt that, I was absolutely worthless. But then that bounce back had to happen. I had to keep that faith intact. I heard this song by Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston, which was like, when you believe, miracles can happen. If you have the faith, you can be unstoppable. I decided to be a voice. I decided to be unstoppable. So what I'm talking to you is about, we all are professionals. But you know how it is in the professional world. You meet all sorts of people. And I'm going to be very honest in front of all of you erudite excellencies, because this is life. You will meet, not all the time you're going to meet very good people, people who are really humane, people who say what they feel, who say what they actually, have in their hearts. You don't find people who have all these three things aligned. You will meet people most of the time who think something else, who feel something else, and who say totally something else. So the point is, very few people are this way. And not everybody can understand you. So, you are lucky if people will understand you. When we're working in an organization, there are all sorts of people. When you are different, which you should be, because God has made all of us unique and different. All of us will be different, and all of us will have our own unique talents. Now we are assigned a task, and all of us do it differently. But at the end of the day, the task should be done. The commitment to the task should be there. But, people like to dictate. You cannot be a good leader if you're imposing all the time, So if you're telling somebody, oh no, you have to do it this way only, and the result, you have to get it only through A, and then follow step B, and then step C. I mean, we talk of change all the time. And now that the pandemic came in, the pandemic showed us that, we need not just have offline teaching. We can do everything online. The whole world suddenly realized the importance of Zoom and Google Meet and all those other platforms. Earlier, we just thought, okay, people started going paperless. We suddenly realized that we wanted to do something about the environment. Let's go paperless, and everything came on, Zoom. But when you are different and you do things differently, and not all the times people will actually accept you for the way you are because you're different. At that point of time, what really keeps you going is your faith. And many times they will plot, they will conspire against you, they'll put you under the scanner. And it happens. I've faced this situation 2 times. And when it happened 2 times, I realized to myself, why is this happening? Why is this a repetitive pattern happening with me? For no fault of mine. I mean, it's not that I didn't do the job well. It's not that I just did it differently. I just did it my way. I know what I am capable of. People need to realize this. People become very scared, when you do something differently, you are scared. You keep on wondering, what will people say? What will the society say? What will the people in my organization say? I mean, when are we going to get out of this stuck in the rut mode? We need to come out of it. We need to be us. I need to be Alka, you need to be Dr. Beatrice, you need to be Dr. Nirmal, and she needs to be Rania, and Dr. Balaji needs to be Dr. Balaji, and all of us are different. But we have our own styles, and that is the flavor of life. That is what makes life beautiful. And we need to learn from one another that uniqueness that is there within us. The problem is that we're always on this competitive ladder. And that is the time, when people put you down too much and you're under the scanner all the time. And, when you're trying to make other people's dreams come true, you're working at making other people's dreams come true. They keep on, giving you tasks that are, the impossible tasks. You still do them, but then you don't get any appreciation. The self-worth within you goes. The faith within you starts dwindling, and you don't want that faith to dwindle. You want to keep the faith healed. You want to have the faith intact, and you want to keep on going. So I decided to myself, no, I have the faith. I bounced back. I started doing my own thing, and I am so happy now. Because you see, at the end of the day, do these material things actually matter? I mean, yes, we need enough to keep us going, but we don't need more than that. We're not going to eat from golden plates or silver plates or, those kind of things. At the end of the day, we just need a smile. That is why my Chill Parkway International, we spread smiles through various tasks, be it through women empowerment or children or youth empowerment or through educational, meeting people, international people, through international conferences online and loads of other programs. So it's also book discussions, rejuvenations. We do all that. It's spreading smiles. It's keeping the faith intact. It's appreciating the people for their uniqueness. Everybody has their self-worth and we cannot let that come under attack. And I feel faith can move mountains. We need to battle with the devil inside us. We need to fight with it and we need to not let it win. That is the task. And if we remember that we are heroes from within, we are unstoppable, my friends. Erudite excellencies, all of you are unique in your own way. I'm not saying that I'm the best, but yes, whatever I have, I feel I'm the best in that. Similarly, whatever you have, you are the best in that. And I am here to learn that from all of you. And when we start working in this way, that is what we keep on saying, right? That let's change. Change is the law of nature. Let's make the world a beautiful place to be in. We can only make the world a beautiful place to be in this simple way. So that's all I would like to say. And again, I would reiterate, faith can definitely move mountains. Just believe in yourself and keep going. The world is beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Alka. I think very well explained. Extreme feeling within can turn anything into positivity, and which we have proved during this time of pandemic. People have come like anything. People have helped to others. People have
absolutely
controlled their life. So moving forward on the same topic, Rania, what is your take? Healing is a repair or reform? Healing is repair, then how long it can stay with you, with us, with the society? If healing is a reform, how it turns into a beautiful change in the life? Over to you and welcome to you.
Good afternoon from Greece to all of you. Thank you very much, Dr. Beatrice, for your kind invitation. Well, so far in my life, I have gone through many traumatic experiences. So I have realized that all these negative experiences, death, traumas, share a common potential, that there are great portals and catalysts for profound awakening. So trauma is actually a pathway to get alert, to transform and release ourselves from all these negative situations that we must face as the newborn child in an uncertain world, because this uncertain world, it's actually stripped of the illusion of safety, and it obliges us to learn an entirely new way of being. Faith is actually as heroic energy, the energy that are released when we try to heal from traumas, and are all these the wellspring of our creative, artistic, and poetic sensitivities. And here I want to say that, after trauma, we know that feelings can be completely overwhelming. When you have been traumatized, you are often unable to feel your own physical boundaries because of this disconnection from your body. And this, of course, can have many impacts in our other areas of life, such as setting boundaries in relationships, because it's impossible to set limits if you have no sense of your own boundaries. So rebuilding connection is really the key, because trauma is about loss of connection, first to the body itself, and second to others and the environment. Because remember that our body is the container of all our sensations and feelings, and is also the boundary that separates us from the environment and from others. So the boundary gets ruptured in a trauma, so that what we need to do in order to heal all this negative experience, we must to learn how to safely come back into our bodies by experiencing them as a container for our feelings. So faith here is very, very important. And very important is when we are very in love or when we have strong faith, we are swept off our feet. That means that we need here, on the other hand, in trauma, we are disconnected, as I said before. We need grounding. We need grounding and centering. It's what helps us reconnect directly with resources naturally available in our body. It's important to reestablish our relationship to both the ground and our center, the place where action and feeling originate, because all these functions are compromised in negative situations. And something else about resources. Everybody has resources. Resources can be anything or anyone that supports and nurtures a sense of feeling, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. They can be obvious or hidden. They can be active or forgotten. They can be external, internal. That could be dance, that could be nature, friends, family, animals, athletics, anything. Examples of internal resources might be strength, agility, intelligence, spiritual practice, inherent talents, wisdom, resilient nervous system. So when a person has been traumatized, all these instinctive resources for successful protection and self-defense have been overwhelmed. So we need faith in order to try to discover all these hidden resources. And another concept very important is what we call felt sense. And what is self-sense? It's actually this internal aura that encompasses everything we feel and know about a given subject, a given time. It is the medium we experience the totality of sensation.
Rania, if you put your camera fix on the face, because people are listening you all over the world. It's okay, carry on.
Now it's okay?
Okay, you are visible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This felt sense, in order to harness the instincts that are necessary to heal a trauma, we must be able to identify and employ the indicators of trauma that are made available to us through the felt sense. For instance, it is important to recognize that the experience of comfort comes from your felt sense of comfort, and not for the chair or the sofa or whatever surface you're sitting on. So this felt sense blends together of the most information that you need, and this felt sense is also reinforced by faith. Remember that how science here, neuroscience, tells us that actually our brain has this amazing ability to recover and to recreate the neural connections after trauma. This is a recent discovery, what we call neuroplasticity. And all these changes in the physical brain manifest our changes in our abilities. That means that our brain is a malleable organ, is ready to unlearn, at least to learn, capable of transforming vicious circles into virtuous circles, and repair all this trauma. So according to neuroeducation, neuroscience, there are many new effective therapies that are leading to improve and sometimes to cure, to complete cures, even many serious diseases. So I want to say that faith is not only a mental issue, it's something that has strong neurobiological basis. It's very important to say that when we try to discharge our survival energy, and we try to reconnect with our world outside us, to reconnect with ourselves, to remember all our old memories of our body and of our existence. And in this way, we can feel more peaceful with the world, with ourselves. We are no longer trapped by events in our past, because memory is also a bad experience. And through this, what I call before felt sense, we can begin to discharge all this survival energy and try to recover from many difficult conditions. This is my opinion.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rania. If I can take from you, as per the neurobiological science, brain has an amazing ability to manage things within. If you are positive, you may solve n number of problems. If you are negative, you may destroy beautiful life. So altogether, biological effect of brain, heart, and hand convert life into a beautiful way, can take you to the positive. Moving next to Rajesh Rathore sir. If healing is physical or psychological, before that we have discussed it is repair or it is reform. If it is repair, it may destroy again. If it is reform, it will come with a new energy. Taking this healing and faith into next stage, I would love to know, it is physical, then temporary, and it may repair. If it is a psychological, it may take long time to get repaired. Your views, your thoughts, welcome to the forum, and I would love to hear your flavor of linguistic, which is extremely good in English and as well as Hindi. Over to you.
Thank you very much, SK sir, and a very good evening and good morning to all the co-panelists who are here with me on this platform. And it's a really wonderful topic. So I would really like to appreciate and congratulate Professor Beatrice for really giving us this wonderful topic. And it is a healing through faith. Sir, okay, fine, you've given me a very important aspect, but just since I got the topic, I was really thinking, because India is known for its spiritual heritage since times immemorial. And right from my childhood days, when I read books like Autobiography of a Yogi by Swami Yogananda ji and so many others. And for that matter, I would like to share that, yes, here we have a very, very deep connection with our chief deity. And as Mahana ma'am also shared, the kind of connectivity, the kind of mystic communion which we form with our deity, you know, that really heals everything. And sir, to that extent, I would like to share one or two things. I have such a deep faith in that Lord Almighty, of course, my chief deity, as ma'am said, Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva in such a way, and of course, I would like to share during COVID times, I watched the serial Mahadev, Devadidev, Mahadev for almost 1 year and all the episodes. Besides, right since childhood, I have been really offering my prayers to him. And with the passage of time, I learned meditation. I learned, you know, this yoga, and with meditation, keeping my eyes closed and trying to draw the cosmic energy from the universe. Keeping my eyes closed, I could see that glow, that power, without opening my eyes. And then, of course, with the passage of time, when I read, sir, some great verses, and I would really like to recite one or two here, I think you will understand what I wish to convey. And so one is, here, devotee is praying to Father. When son is praying to Father, son is addressing the Father, Father who Lord ever. When you command me to sing, it seems that my heart would break with pride. And I look to your face and tears come to my eyes. All that is harsh and dissonant in my life melts into one sweet harmony. And my adoration spreads wings like a glad bird on its flight across the sea. I know you take pleasure in my singing, means son is addressing the God. I know only as a singer I come before your presence. I touch by the edge of the far spreading wings of my song your feet, which I could never aspire to reach. Drunk with the joy of singing, I forgot myself. and call you friend, who is my Lord. And so one more I would like to just recite. You have made me endless. Such is your pleasure. This frail vessel means human body. You empty again and again and fill it ever with fresh life. This little flute of a reed means our body, which is a flute of the Lord Almighty. You've carried over hills and dales and has breathed through it melodies eternally new. At the immortal touch of your hands, my little heart loses its limits in joy and gives birth to utterance ineffable. Your infinite gifts come to me only on these very small hands of mine. Ages pass and still you pour, and still there is room to fill. SK sir and all my wonderful co-panelists, I would like to share when my brother-in-law, he was found COVID positive and lungs got 85% damaged. There was no hope that he will ever be back to hospital, from hospital to home. I just, this kept on praying for 7 days. He was in the hospital. And I told, as I have great faith in that Mahakaleshwar temple in Ujjain, and one more is in Gujarat, and it is Kasht Bhanjan Dev. It is the name of Lord Hanuman. Kasht Bhanjan Dev Sarangpur. And I just prayed to the Lord Almighty and I said, oh God, show your powers and may my brother-in-law be back home. Sir, you won't believe, within 3 days, miraculously, he was healed and sent back home. Another very good friend, he had almost reached his deathbed. And sir, he was also healed. And my third, very close friend. So now I have to go to both these two places, Ujjain and Sarangpur, in order to paying my visit and offering my obeisance to the Lord Almighty, that yes, my prayers could reach his forbidden ears. My prayers could reach his forbidden ears, and that has really fostered that relationship or the kind of bonding I have with the Lord Almighty. So, sir, it is all faith. It is all faith, and faith can move mountains, as this said by Alka ma'am, and really Dr. Rania also very beautifully explained many aspects of this human brain and the kind of powers, right? So my power is my Lord Almighty, and I know I can do anything because I feel so connected. And last thing I would like to say, sir, God is the most generous banking institution of this universe, if wherein only debit card works in the beginning. No, I'll say credit card or no overdrafting. If you have invested something, then you can ask for. So I will say, let people invest and they have any right to ask for. And once you have invested, God is full of mercy always, right? So all his mercies I endure, ever faithful, ever sure. May God bless all of us. May Lord Almighty shower his blessings on each one of us. Because one thing, whatever we say, however advanced be science, but the day science learns how to make a dead alive, science will be supreme. Otherwise, the Lord Almighty, I'll say omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient, is the ultimate power in this universe. And we should have faith in the Lord Almighty, and everything will be just hail and hearty. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajesh sir. Beautifully elaborated. I think you have concluded each one's thought, starting from Nirmal Mahana, Rania, Alka ma'am. I would like to mention one of example of faith. Mark Zuckerberg, owner of Facebook. He was 32 years old. He is born 84. And he was in a bad time. He came India
Very
and
true.
he met Neem Karoli Baba. He has
Very
given him faith. My boy,
Yes.
my son, go back. You will shine again. So rightly said, India is a place of, I must say, faith, spirituality. We are more than 5,000 years back civilization. Especially spirituality, faith is an example for the whole world, from Ved, Puran, Sanskrit, and as well as our Indian civilization. Taking this journey forward, I would like to welcome Professor Balaji, who is a wholesome. Whatever I have come across and known about you, you are a right person to conclude the thought which was started by Nirmal Mahana ma'am, taken by Alka ma'am, Rania and Rajesh Rathore sir. This faith journey, healing through faith, starting from our childhood, being given by parents, being given by Guru, and at later stage, once we achieve in everything in the life, still we go into faith and belief. So this cycle from birth to death, every moment we have realized this. But what is the biggest challenge? Faith, technology. These are the two things. Sometimes it is imbalancing the life. People believe if I take medicine, I'll be okay. I can give you one example of faith and belief. My son, who is doing his PhD in US, he got COVID positive. Report came to my hand. I was not in position to say, if I say to him, he will be completely destroyed, how he will go to US, his visa will be cancelled. Trust me, I had faith in Lord Hanuman. Nothing will happen to me. He was staying in my house. Continuous 7 days, I was giving him food and water, taking myself into risk. If I tell this to this boy, he is COVID positive, he is completely destroyed. He was on the completely bed. Why? Because he has to go to US, this, that, and all. God was with me. I was preventive, but I was very, very strong from inside. Nothing will happen to me. I will not stop playing cricket every day. So this is the one kind of, I say, physical faith. Professor Bala, I would love to know about this all, what we have experienced. Since you are a person who can create equilibrium among these all aspects of faith, of physical, being healer and being filler, being part of portion of repair and reform, physical and psychological. Welcome to you, and we all love to hear you. I was watching you, you are patiently listening and noting down. So I was waiting that happy moment, we would love to hear you and take best out of this all conversation. Over to you and welcome to you.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening to all of you, and good day rather, depending upon where you are in this part of the earth. I guess, sir, you've got too much of faith in me. Let me see how much I can live up to your expectations. Well, Nirmal Madam started about difficult times and then getting solace through worship. And then came Dr. Alka, as a psychotherapist, as she said. She talked about battling the devils within you and then bouncing back. And then came Raina ma'am, who talked about traumatic experiences and the role of cosmic energy. And then comes Dr. Rathore, who talks about the power of spirituality. Well, I would like to take a slightly different take on this topic. All of you are talking about healing in terms of only ailments. That's not true. Healing is actually maybe ailments, healing of ailments is one part of the story. Healing to me is having peace of mind, being in harmony with nature. That is the true meaning of healing. You may be in a disturbed state of mind. You might be anxious. You might be perturbed, whatever it is. You have an imbalance in your life. And then there are a lot of ways, and that's where the faith comes in. Faith comes in different forms. So that brings you back to the state of being in harmony with the nature. That's the bigger picture of what the word healing actually means. Faith can take different forms. One has been stressed again and again by all the speakers, that of seeking solace from Almighty. Agreed. There is no doubt about that. And the word used by Dr. Alka Mahajan, the supreme being, there is some Almighty there guiding everybody. That's only one aspect of the story. Faith takes different forms. So let me go by the one by one. I'm not cover all, but first is the belief in something. You all said only about belief in God. That's one part of the story. There are other belief systems as well within your body. Belief in different aspects. Not all are religious, right? Some may believe in science. Some may believe in technology. Some may believe in relationships. Some may believe in bonding. So there are different types of belief systems that you have to keep on relooking within yourself to find out whether you have faith in those things. Faith can take the form of assurance. When you are able to assure something to somebody, that you will be able to deliver something, then that leads to faith and ultimate healing. Healing, I said, to bring somebody into peace of mind. Supposing somebody has called you to speak on a webinar. If you do come and you deliver something, then the other person has been healed. If you do not turn up for the webinar, obviously the other person is going to be perturbed and unhappy. This is an example since we are sitting in a webinar now. So therefore, assurance is a very important form of faith in what you heal. Next come conviction. If you have to do something, if you want to change some practices, if you want to move from the extremes of bad instances to the extremes of good, you need to have conviction. It's not just about doctors alone having convictions and providing the healing. There are many people in our lives. It could be your kith and kin. It could be your friends. It could be somebody in your religious group, somebody at the office. And there are so many other professionals. There are non-governmental organizations. There are many people. So that conviction that, yes, like somebody said, I think Dr. Alka and other people, that faith can move mountains. For that, you need to have the conviction. Just sitting and telling some cliche statements is not enough. You need to have the conviction to move things towards positivity. Positivity has already been spoken. Faith also takes a form of gratitude. When you are grateful for something that somebody has done for you, I'm sure you would also like to give something back. That is also a form of healing. When you have that gratitude, the sense of gratitude, and then maybe you may not be able to give it back equally. It could be monetary, it could be non-monetary. And that's where the charities come in. You're talking about social service and other things. So that is a kind of faith. This has already been mentioned. Your inner attitude, that's very important. Your inner attitude, if it is in the right direction, can change a lot of things. But if the attitude has been either formed in an incorrect manner or under the influence of a wrong company, then that faith would be lost. And then that healing would not happen. Your inner attitude is very important. Trust. Trust is another word. Trust doesn't mean that you blindly believe in something. There's a difference between belief and a trust. When you say trust, you're relying on somebody, the reliability. And the other person has to respond, the responsiveness. These are all in services marketing parlance or management, you call them the dimensions of service quality. But life too also have to have service quality. When you're living, that is also a service. A human being by himself also has to do branding. That is also services. So when you're talking about trust in something, it has to be reliable. It has, like you all know, the expansion of SMART goals. I don't have to repeat that. So it has to be time bound. Something has to be delivered. The other person has to respond. And that's what service is all about. We're talking about offering something from one party to another. It's essentially intangible. So intangibility is a big factor. You may not be visibly able to see. That's why in Christianity you have sainthood. People are knighted, they become saints. So that declaration is only given when they have done some magic, some miracle on somebody else. Only based on that you get sainthood. So there are things in different religions, there are different aspects. Next is having the faith in nature that nobody spoke about. The ecosystem. There are natural remedies for many things, not just for ailments, for living with you. The ecosystem, the nature gives you so many resources. But the problem today is we don't have faith in nature. We have taken it for granted and they are degrading a nature. So if you have faith in nature, you will get back a lot of bounty. Nature has a lot to offer. Flora, fauna, for all your senses, nature has all the remedies available. I'm not going into yoga and stuff like that. Whatever it is, there are many ways that nature can bring about the healing in you. Relationships, that's the most important part. When you have good relationship, even if it's just a few true friends, they bring healing in your life. There's nothing like having a true friend. That the friends may not be your own kith and kin. It so happens always that that true friend is outside the family, not within your family, because all the siblings today bicker. They will bicker about property. They bicker about possessions. So, so the actual true friend who comes and saves you at the end of the day is not somebody right next to you. It's somebody beyond your blood relationship. So that is a different kind of faith. So the ultimate, what I would like to say is, you have to believe that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Everybody spoke about difficult times. Yes, you cannot be devoid of difficulties in life. Right, some can bounce back, or may not bounce back. So, of course, that's where counselors come in. There are other people who can, advise, whether you call it as mentoring, whether you want to call it as counseling, whether you want to call it as advice, whatever word you want to use. If you have a moment to look into somebody's problem and try to give them a solution, if you are willing to stand with them, not just in times of calamities, not when they're just floods or earthquakes and stuff like that, if you can show some solidarity for somebody else, that is the ultimate healing, according to me. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Professor Bala. I think you have taken this journey complete, holistic, starting from your inner attitude, taking towards trust, taking towards faith in nature, and the beautiful thing which I like and take from you is a relationship. Relationship is not terms of any demand. Relationship not in terms of your blood relation, property, need. Relationship is beyond this. Relationship, people from your out of family, they have trust in you, they have likes at you, they have unconditional bonding with you, which we all have across this journey. Everyone has experienced this. If I take the right form of your healing through faith, once we have experienced these all aspects of life, and we keep moving towards progressive life, towards happy life, towards life which is dedicated to the society, dedicated to the nation, and dedicated to the whole universe. Relationship with the family, relationship with the friends, relationship with your content, relationship with your spiritual life, relationship with your overall global life. So connectivity of you people on the screen is one of example of our own relationship. Of course, this relationship is not anyone is being paid for this webinar. This relationship is beyond any demand and need from A to B or B to C. Is a one of example of healing, example of feeling, and more than that, it is example of belongingness and true example of relationship out of the family. Anyway, this is the not ending session. Before I go to Beatrice for formal vote of thanks, I would like to take 1 or 2 line message out of this all discussion, what you take from here and what you want to pass it on to the others. Otherwise, any conclusion or any webinar, if is ending without a direct message to your friends, family, and the people, will be incomplete. So on the screen, first I would like to take Alka ma'am, what is your take from this discussion and what you would like to advise to the friends, society, and people on this earth?
Well, everybody was very powerful in their voice. I would call it a voice that came from inside and voice that spoke an honest mind. So there were lots of takeaways, and if I could all sum it up, I would just say that life is beautiful. We need to continue with the dreaming to dare and daring to dream journey. And remember this one line: to strive, to seek, to find, and never ever to yield. Just keep the faith and keep going. Thank you.
Great, great. Rania, your take from this discussion and your message to the people.
Can you
Unmute.
unmute?
Well, I believe that we must adopt a holistic approach. For example, successful people create their own reality wisely, using the power of the brain to create the outcomes they want in life. Why? Because they truly believe they can achieve anything they set their mind to, irrespective of their current circumstances. So I think that faith, of course, requires meditation practices. It takes a daily commitment and discipline. It's important to keep a gratitude journal. I think to show gratitude is one of the best ways to reconnect with unity and God. And of course, prayer is very important. It's also a powerful way to give our thanks, our praise, surrender our anxieties, and share what is on hearts to God and to unity. Faith uplifts a man to a height of impossibility. Thank you very much.
Great, great, great. Nirmal Mahana ma'am, take from this discussion and your message to the people. Unmute.
All right. The take to the people is that, the last speaker I was going to you because you don't know that I'm simultaneously I'm on 3 different workshops going on. The GPS Society is organized from the Xavier School of Management. There's a 3 days workshop going on, and so I'm on others listening because they're giving the homework also, so I have to see that the homework has to be done by tomorrow, otherwise they'll pinpoint me.
Anyway, your message to the people from this topic.
Message is that don't get disheartened, because it is up to you. You want to have faith in yourself, you want to have faith in Almighty, you want to have faith in science, or whatever way, because you must have faith. That is what my thing, because there were n number of examples and my own experiences which I wanted to share, but I think we'll organize some other forum where we'll share and we'll tell that how our Almighty's presence has been felt in our personal life also. It's not that I had hard times and by worshipping I got the better times. No, it's not that. It's the rightly said, that the peace of mind when you are disturbed and you are having some faith and you're sitting and meditating and having that kind of faith in Almighty, or you have faith in a people or a friend that yes, this particular person is going to be there when I require him. That faith always sails you through in every situation and in every way. So faith is very important for all the healings, as I told earlier, whether it's spiritual, it's physical, it's mental, whatever. And when you have faith, you definitely connect with the nature automatically. You know, who knows better than you that how we all were connected with the nature, and till now also we miss those that walks in the nature and in the environment, and this is a beautiful. So the healing automatically becomes, you at home you feel my sir dard ho raha, I'm having headache and this thing, and when the friend comes, and when you go out, your every problem has been solved out, because then you are preoccupied with this thing. So that kind of faith is very important, very important.
Great. Thank you so much. Rightly said. Go to the nature, talk to the nature, sing, dance, and chat.
Yeah,
everything
true.
Gone, and you get new energy with the new reform. Rajesh Rathore, sir,
Absolutely.
take from this discussion and message to the people.
Sir, my message is stay positive, stay happy. And sir, I feel always, this, we have to be happy every moment, come what may. We have to be happy every moment. We are fond of singing, we're fond of listening, the good songs, and also in the morning, the 5 o'clock, right? The system starts, and just, I listen to my favorite songs, and that really fills me with great positivity, energy. And throughout the day, I keep on singing. Just, something or the other, goes on. So, sir, that's really something very important and very truly, just, Dr. Bala also, I really loved, the way he summed up, at the end, and really relationship. Oh my God, sir, very true. I'll put, my mom close to my deity, because I think of my mom and I'm filled with energy. I'm filled with, what should I say, incredible cosmic energy that way. I just think of her and my body gets charged up, recuperated within a moment. No, I'll say this, this energize the system, instantly, as thinking about, this are just, close relations, as well as our wonderful friends also. And nature's, of course, nothing to say about nature. And I've written recently somewhere, when I sit, on my terrace, I keep my eyes closed, and more than 30 birds chirping around. And I just, take deep breath, and just I meditate. I'm really filled with really such a bliss. And there's a trance-like state, right? So I will say, just enjoy every moment of life, because the most precious thing on this planet is life, which God has so graciously, this year bestowed upon us. And we have to be happy, and we have to keep others happy. Sir, we have to keep others happy, because giving happiness to others, nothing is like that, right? And we've got so many songs, like in Hindi, right? Kisi ki muskurahaton pe ho nisar, and all that. So, sir, we have to keep people happy, and that is the ultimate in this life. And as Albert Einstein said, a successful person is that who gives more to the society than receiving or taking from the society. So that's very important. If we can bring a smile to the face of a child, if we can really do something to an old person, right? So hundreds of things are there, sir. So I'll say, stay happy and keep others happy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajesh Rathore, sir. It's a time to take something from Professor Bala. I think you have given an inner light, talking about inner attitude, trust, faith in nature, and relationship. Beautifully mentioned. I was little confused. Let me admit this. Before that, what relationship means. Now I can take it. Relationship is beyond any expectation, beyond your blood relation, and more than that, at your difficult time, my heartfelt gratitude to my friend who has always helped me unconditionally, taken my pain out, was ready to listen to me, was ready to take anything from me, and I was healed. This is my personal own experience. because in n number of time we require such friends, those who can take your pain out. And in this cosmic world, we all together facing through n number of challenges. So Dr. Bala, I would love to hear, and what is your message to the society? I'm sure there is not much to take, but there is a lot within you to give.
Now, to put it very succinctly, you have to look at life holistically. You have to see the larger picture in many things. If you have faith in all the elements of the ecosystem, and there are millions of elements in the ecosystem, if you have faith in them, you never know from where the healing would come. Healing can come from different sources and different forms. And that's the ultimate meaning of this healing through faith. Have faith in your existence, have faith in the ecosystem, and have a holistic view of things. Don't be narrow-minded. Don't look at small petty things. Look at the bigger picture.
Sir,
Thank you
sir,
so
excuse
much.
me, SK sir, just
Yeah.
one thing I would like to know from Professor Bala. Sir, when everything human, everything mortal fails, then what is the source of, getting faith?
Well, then you have to go
When
to
nothing
metaphysical.
works.
There is a psychotherapist sitting over there. Probably
No, even psychotherapists, the science completely fails. Nothing works then.
No, if you want to talk it beyond the soul, that's metaphysical, that's transitional, that's a different topic for the day.
Right.
Right?
Thank you.
You
Thank
can
you,
be intuitive
Bala.
about, no, you could be intuitive about what is there after life. Is there something after you die? Well, nobody knows that. No science has deciphered what happens after your soul leaves the body. So let's not go to philosophy and other things right now.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, but that could be a good one for another discussion.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm tempted to say a lot more, but keeping the time constraint in mind, I would not like to. But yes, I would. Maybe Dr. Beatrice could have another, forum like this on this type of a topic. And maybe all of us can talk about that with our own insights.
Sure.
It would be quite interesting.
Sure. Alka ma'am will
What
take
you
this
want to-
topic forward.
No, you want to talk about paranormal things?
I don't say it's paranormal, but yes, we can talk about, life before, life after, what happens. I mean, we can all give our own. I'm sure all of us have done a lot of reading on
We
that.
could all
Yeah,
do
We're all
that.
curious beings.
We could
And
all
why
do-
not? And about your nature bit, I just want to 1 minute tell Dr. Bala before we leave that when I said life is beautiful, I was referring to nature only. So when you said that nobody mentioned that, I said, okay, I did say life is beautiful, but okay. But anyway.
Actually, whole screen, no one is giving and taking. We are sharing our experience.
Absolutely,
which reflects
absolutely.
the going to the whole
No.
universe.
No, all I will say is forget life after death. You bother about your existence right now. Why are you worried
Yeah,
about
let's
what
talk
happens
about
after you?
now. Yes, that's true. Let's talk about now. So maybe
Dr.
we'll talk
Professor
about
Bala,
other topics.
you took a wrong interpretation of that. I said even when we are alive only, when nothing works, right? When someone is in very tight situations, so that time when doctor says, now it's only just, कहते हैं हिंदी, अब दवा नहीं केवल दुआ काम करेगी. Sir, that time,
और एक
sir,
और चीज, आपने Albert Einstein के बारे में बात करी थी.
statement. Sir, just one last statement. When Titanic was sinking, sir, when Titanic was sinking in the Atlantic Ocean, people, millionaires, those who had forgotten their childhood prayers, even their hands got folded, eyes closed, and lips started muttering those forgotten things, right? So some enchantings and all. Oh God, say. Oh God, say. Nothing is working now. You can save nothing else.
1 second. You have been hearing me correctly. The beginning itself, I started about talking about. I didn't say I'm disputing about the worshiping to Almighty. You didn't hear me clearly. I started the speech by saying nobody disputing about the Almighty, but there are other things also. So probably you not hear what I said in the beginning.
If I conclude with the discussion, two things has come up. It is not only God, it is more than that life. It is not only the faith, it is more than that, helping or getting feelings of pain of others. So this journey is, I think, not a one way, it is a coiled way. It is walking together. God is already existing in our personal life. Everywhere God is there. And without that, I think science is incomplete. Sometimes science and spirituality, they are walking parallel. It is a really good debate to have it, to understand it well. And my viewers, those who are waiting for such enlightened and vibrant discussion with the intellectuals, will get another time on the specified topic under Global Educator Forum. Dr. Alka and Dr. Bala and Rajesh sir, I do promise we will frame a special session of half an hour, 2 or more. Now this is time to vote of thanks from Beatrice, President GEL, and who has organized this webinar, Healing Through Faith. So Renata, special thanks to you being back of a screen. If you come on the screen and then let the Beatrice speak, will be really great.
Hi everybody. I would like to thank you, all of you. And I would like to express my admiration for all of you. You are great speakers, and we learned a lot. We have a great discussion today. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. SK.
Thank you, Renata. Yeah. And I want Beatrice to have one word. She must learn to speak, say thank you, and whatever you want to say.
You quer só que tu fale thank you. Assim fala. Thank you. Okay. But on behalf of BLS Bisotto, that is the organization who made this lecture, we would like to thank the speakers, Ms. Nirmal Mahna from India, Dr. Alka Mahajan from India, Dr. Hania Lampo from Greece, Mr. Rajesh Hathori from India, Dr. B. Balaj from India, for the time taken to the debate, this relevant and important topic for each of us. To the moderator, SK Singh, for coordinating and leading this session, Renata Graneto for the support and giving in the elaboration of the necessary activities. I invite everyone to an upcoming session, and I suggest themes as well. I always emphasize that alone we are nobody, but together we can do wonders and share knowledge like today. We know that faith and religiosity are capable of overcoming science and the adversities of life. Spirituality and health points out that those who use their faith, regardless of religion, face the physical and emotional factors of any disease more wisely. Faith is a phenomenon that releases defense and makes the universe conspire in our favor. I wish you all health and success, and receive my gratitude, everybody. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Renata.
Thank you so much.
I would like to end up, everyone has given his message, but if I take from this webinar, on very special day, I must pay my gratitude to one of my special friend who has always helped me and never I have thought of. On this platform, after explanation of Dr. Bala about relationship in the life, unconditional support, taking my pain out, gratitude, regards to such friend who has always been very inspiring for us in our life. So take from this, paying gratitude to the special friends, those who have helped you in their own life. This is what I can say, and my message to all viewers and to all speakers: continue this journey. Who knows, today we are, tomorrow will not be in this world. But once we go out of this world, this webinar recordings on YouTube, Facebook, and all social media remain history of positivity and collaboration, which can spread happiness on the globe And of course, this will be the real our contribution towards this human world, towards this nature, towards this society, and more than that, our own practiced spirituality. This is all for today. Hope to catch you very soon on the new topic with the vibrant discussion. Thank you, Nirmal Mahana ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Rajesh
Thank
Rathore
you.
sir,
Thank you,
Dr. Bala,
everyone.
Rania,
Bye-bye.
Dr. Alka, and
Bye.
Beatrice. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye. 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 Thank you so much.
Bye-bye. Take care.
And love.